If you suspect toxic mold in your home, it's important to address the situation promptly to help minimize health issues and further spread. Here are 11 steps I've found helpful. Number 1. Visually inspect your home. Mold thrives in moist environments, so look for any sources of water leaks or condensation. This could be around windows, in bathrooms, basements, ceilings, baseboards, under sinks, or anywhere there could be water damage. Number 2. Get tested. There are two main tests, the ERMI and HERTSMI. There is a debate as to which of these is preferred. The ERMI was created by the Environmental Protection Agency and tests a broader range of mold, though some of them are found in every home. The HERTSMI test is limited to what is considered the Big Five of toxic molds, and its creator, Richie Shoemaker, asserts it is preferred for people with mold illness. Professionals have recommended both to us. These tests have you collect samples either on a cloth or via a vacuum and are essentially a DNA test for mold. You can also hire a professional to test for you, but we've been told by professionals to not rely on air tests, but rather tests that take actual samples from surfaces like the ERMI and HERTSMI do. Number 3. Move to a lower mold home. I know this is not realistic for everyone, but the reality for many people is they won't see real improvement unless they remove themselves from the toxic environment. I unfortunately had to move 6 times, 5 of which were in the span of a year, before finding a sufficiently low mold home to healing. Number 4. Treat and remove. If you absolutely can't move, which is the reality for many people, and even if you can, the next best thing is to treat the home. If you're dealing with a lot of mold, or mold in an HVAC system, it is recommended to hire a professional environmental mold removal company. For small areas, an environmental mold consultant recommended either 7th generation free and clear dish soap with 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar or Branch Basics cleaning solutions. I've also personally used straight vinegar, which some professionals say can kill approximately 82% of molds. You can spray the area, let it sit a bit, then wipe and dry thoroughly. Always wear protective gear like gloves, goggles, and a mask to avoid inhaling mold spores. The important thing to note is, to be effective, the mold must not only be killed, but removed, because part of the mold or the byproducts it gives off can make you sick. So all of it needs to be removed. Number 5. Ventilate and dehumidify. Mold tends to grow with moisture and humidity. Use dehumidifiers and fans to dry out the affected areas and reduce the humidity levels in your home. Make sure your home is well ventilated, especially areas like kitchens, bathrooms, and laundry rooms where moisture is commonly produced, and use fans where available. Number 6. Use an air purifier. We've had a lot of success using air purifiers in our homes. There are many on the market, but after lots of research, we use the IQ Air. One thing we found is that with air purifiers, more is not necessarily better. When we run the purifier in the mid-range, we seem to have a better effect than if we run it on high. The higher setting seems to be too much. Number 7. Declutter. Unfortunately, if you've been living in a higher mold environment, the chances are your belongings have been contaminated, especially porous items like wood, books, and fabrics. The more you can reduce these items, the better. Number 8. Remove dust. Mold can grow on dust, so keeping down dust levels can help reduce mold issues. Frequent vacuuming and dusting can be helpful here. Our environmental specialist also recommended using a Swiffer cloth to help remove dust, and you can use this for your items as well. Number 9. Seek medical help. I've found it invaluable to connect with the right medical professional. For me, that was a functional medicine doctor who was well versed in mold treatment. Don't be afraid to check with multiple professionals. Even within the integrative functional medicine world, it took me several tries to find someone who actually helped me improve. Number 10. Dietary changes. I find it helpful to keep hydrated and drink plenty of water. I also find it helpful to limit sugar as much as possible and to incorporate certain foods like onions, garlic, leafy greens, cruciferous veggies, and colorful fruits and veggies. Number 11. Exercise. I also benefited from building up an exercise routine after one practitioner told me that mold is stored in fat. When I was really sick, it was difficult to get any exercise at all, but I started with gentle exercise, and over time I've built that up. Even getting outside for a walk can help you get out of your environment. I've definitely noticed an improvement in my symptoms and how I feel overall on days that I exercise. I hope these tips are helpful for you. If you have any tips for someone who may suspect mold in their home, please leave a comment below. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.